Are you ready for this video? If you're ready, say yeah. Okay. I got it. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Joy, and I make videos on marriage, motherhood, faith, and lifestyle vlogs, plus any other thing that comes to mind. So please do consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much. And if you end up enjoying today's video, don't forget to give me a huge thumbs up as well. Now, with that being said, story. Sorry, my love. Story. So, guys, today's video is going to be a story time. I'm going to be gisting you guys my pregnancy, labor, and delivery story, even though there was no labor. I did not labor for 1 second, but don't worry, hold on. You're about to get all the tea. Exactly, baby, exactly. So guys, I'm going to start the story time from when I was 38 weeks pregnant. Now, you may not already know this, but there is a delivery window of 4 weeks. That is 2 weeks before 40 weeks or 2 weeks after 40 weeks. That is that you're supposed to deliver, right? So it starts from 38 weeks to 42 weeks, right? So by God's special grace, I got to 38 weeks, and of course, normally I knew that from this week period, labor can come at any time. So I started to ready myself. This is I want to remove my shirt. You want to get the titties when I'm on camera? No. So I started to ready myself for labor, right? I started to do all that I was supposed to do to get into labor, to deliver, but nothing was working. I did all they said to do, but nothing was working. And then I got to 39 weeks, and I was like, okay, we still have time, not bad. And I continued doing all I was doing to help the labor process, get started. I did lots of yoga. I did lots of walking. Every evening I would walk up and down, walk. Even the places where I used to enter transport to before, I would walk there and come back. So I did a lot of walking. I also drank okra water. Okra water, good. Like, I would soak the okra in water overnight, and then I'll drink it. I'll drink the slimy juice the next morning. Very irritating, guys, very irritating. So I was doing all that I was supposed to do to get the labor process started, but nothing was working. And then I was 40 weeks. Now, the thing about these weeks of delivery is that what I came to learn and understand is that as a pregnant woman, you know that you're already within that 2 weeks before 40 weeks and 2 weeks after 40 weeks window, and you're not feeling any labor pain or any sort of pain. You're supposed to go to the hospital to get checked, because what most women do is that because they're not feeling any labor pain, they will just relax and stay there waiting for whenever labor pain comes, forgetting that after 42 weeks, your body, your womb becomes very inconducive for the baby, and you may end up having a mortality case. So I knew this because about 2 women I knew that were pregnant with me lost their babies because they did not go to the hospital to get checked. They were waiting to feel labor pain, forgetting that the days were going by, the weeks were going by, and that 42 weeks mark was getting closer. So around 40 weeks, I went to the hospital to get myself, examined by the gynecologist. Sorry, baby. Sorry. Take it. And so the doctor, checked me. They checked my vitals, and I was very much okay. And he sent me to the lab technician to also get an ultrasound scan. So my baby was checked. Her heartbeat was fine. Amniotic fluid was fine. Baby was doing very much okay. And the doctor was like, okay, let's give him few days, maybe 3 days or 2 days, or even tonight, labor may happen. And I was like, okay, no problem. He wanted to even do me a membrane sweep. Guys, I cannot explain like membrane sweep is like they sweep your womb and try to get the labor process started. But he told me that it may or may not work. And then that membrane sweep was a very uncomfortable like experience. I was like, I'm not going to do membrane sweep because I don't want to feel pain. And maybe now, because it's 50-50% chance, labor may still not happen, so I will just wait it out, right? Now mind you guys, I had a professional examination on November 14th. This was last year, November 14th, and my delivery due date was November 2nd. So I had already planned to put to bed on or before November 2nd, and then have like 2 weeks to rest before my examination on the 14th. And so the end of October came and I was still not in labor. I was like, hey, okay, November 2nd, 2 more days or a day more, let me be hopeful that I was going into labor. Guys, nothing, no labor. I remember that time I was so frustrated. My husband too, he'll be like, are you sure you're not feeling anything? I would say nothing. Sorry baby, sorry. He would ask me, are you sure you're not feeling anything? I was like, I'm not feeling anything. He's like, no pain. Even if it's like menstrual pain, no pain. I say no pain, okay? So when I was 41 weeks plus, it was like, okay, panarara, alarm, green green. I went back to the hospital. I was like, I'm already 41 weeks plus. I'm already getting close to 42 weeks. What's going on? There is no labor happening. So he sent me back to the ultrasound scan place. And so I went there and I told the lab technician to do a proper check. Like check all that there is needed to be checked, because I was already getting close to 42 weeks and there was no labor happening. Guys, what is it, baby? Are you okay? What's in the apple? What's in the apple? Kisses. Kisses. You gonna kiss mama? You gonna kiss mama? So guys, the lab technician did a thorough check, and that was when we discovered what the challenge was. You see this boy? You see this boy right here? The lab technician said I had a macrosomic baby. Interpretation: my baby was big. So the baby was big so that his head was not making contact with the cervix opening, like the place where he was supposed to start pushing his head through to come out, which is what causes that contraction and labor pain. And that was why I was not feeling any pain, because his head was not sinking down to the cervix opening. And so I took the results back to the doctor and I was like, macrosomic baby. I didn't eat much. Sugar, what is it now? Take. And sit properly. I didn't eat much, so how come I'm having a big baby? Although I guess it was my prayer request, because I kept praying that my baby would occupy space. My baby would not be limited in life. Anywhere he enters or she enters, he or she is going to occupy space and fill up everywhere. And the baby said, okay, mommy, I'll start from your stomach. So guys, I took the results to the doctor and he was like, oh my God, even if we manage to get labor started, this baby is not gonna come out easy because the baby is big and we need to get the baby out of you ASAP. And so I was like, okay, what do we do? He said, the only option right now is for us to tear you open, C-section. And of course, as a pregnant woman, you have certain prayer requests that you're praying for, how you want to deliver. And this was not exactly the picture I had in mind of my delivery, but then I had to take my doctor's advice because, I didn't want to put my life at risk or put my baby at risk saying, I'm waiting. No, I want to deliver like the Hebrew women. This is No. Take your doctor's advice, pregnant women. If you're watching this video and you've not had a baby yet, please take your doctor's advice, okay? Please don't disregard it because you feel like what you prayed for is not exactly what is happening. So I was like, okay, fine, no problem. And he says we have to schedule this section for tomorrow early morning ASAP. Now this was November 9th. The next day was November 10th, which is the date that was that the C-section was scheduled for. And don't forget, guys, I had an exam, a professional exam, November 14th. Voila, you there, friend? So the next morning by like 6 o'clock, the team of doctors had arrived. I think there were about 4 medical doctors and the matron and the nurses. They were on ground for the procedure, right? So I prayed. My husband and I, we held hands together, we prayed, and then I was wheeled into the theater room. And guys, I have never felt the way I felt. Let me gist you guys. I didn't check the sex of the baby, the gender. I wanted to be surprised. So as I was being wheeled into the theater room, a lot of things were filling my mind. Like, God, I'm about to, do my first, operation ever, my first surgery ever. I don't even know the sex of the baby. What's it going to be? Like, my mind was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I'm like, okay. So I looked up to God and I was like, God, please see me through this process. I want to come out of here alive and I want to come out of here with my baby. So the procedure started. And at exactly like after 7, they don't bring lights. Guys, I'm in Nigeria. They don't bring lights. Finally. So at about after 7 a.m. in the morning, November 10th, I was delivered. Zion, come. Zaza, I'm coming. Before you would fold this thing open for me because I'm filming YouTube video. Sorry, guys. So at about after 7, I was delivered of the most precious, healthy baby. I remember the doctor coming to me and saying, yeah. I remember the doctor coming to me and saying, congratulations, madam, you've been delivered of a baby boy. Tears ran down my eyes. I was so happy. I was so grateful. I was overwhelmed with joy. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to say. I was like, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. So, guys, that was how my baby boy came to be. Come. Come. Come, Papa. You don't want to come? You want to go outside? Don't go outside. Or come inside. So guys, we give God all the glory. If you want me to make a video talking about the C-section procedure and the recovery process, do let me know in the comment section because trust me, that's another video entirely. So thank you very much for coming to my story time. I hope you learned 1 or 2 things from this video. I think the first thing to learn would be to always go to the hospital to get checked, especially when you're already in your delivery window and nothing is happening yet. And also, if your doctors give you advice on what they think is best for you, please take the advice and don't try to argue with the professionals. So I'll see you in my next video. I love you so much. Take care of yourself. Bye bye. Mwah.